You know, don't ask me. I'm pretty much on the side of the Diablo.
I don't have any faith in any Conservative politician, just as a blanket statement. I just don't trust them at all.
In her first week in office, what do you think should be top of her priority?
Panic.
Daniel, do you know who this is?
Oh, that is Liz Truss.
It is Liz Truss. And do you have trust in Liz Truss to be a good Prime Minister?
Everybody deserves a chance.
I have zero engagement with politics. I have the freedom to live away from the matrix. It's all one big simulation, and I'm enjoying myself going from country to country around the world, making art and forgetting absolute nonsense what is happening in the real world.
And I'm going with him.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Woo! She should call a general election because she doesn't really, in my opinion, have any sort of mandate whatsoever.
I'd rather try out someone else than someone who already failed at the job they had in the public office, if that makes sense. Like choosing a keeper that you know is going to let 5 goals in every match to represent you because you know him, if that makes sense. I'd rather try out someone else, see what they can do, and hopefully we'll see.
She's barely got the backing of her own MPs. She's only got the backing of, what, the 160,000 members of the Conservative Party, and I don't think that is a particularly strong way to run a democracy.
I stopped following politics since David Cameron because everyone sounded like incompetent since he left. I mean...
So you liked Cameron though, did you?
Not particularly, but also I haven't seen anyone who was competent. Well, everyone who came after him was incompetent. It's sort of like a rush job, if that makes sense. But I'm a guest in the country, man. I'm just going to enjoy the privilege, so that's all.
So she's going into number 10.
Yeah.
What do you think should be top of her agenda?
Get her hair fixed. Yeah.
So if in her first week in office, what do you think should be top of her priority?
Panic. You know, don't ask me. I'm pretty much on the side of the Diablo.
Who's in charge? Me or the devil?
12 years of Tory government now, and I think it's about enough, isn't it? They've run out of ideas, really, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, my priorities are really different to everybody else's. I think like climate crisis is the top of everybody, or should be the top of everybody's agenda, because that's what's going to decide whether we live or not in the next 50 years. So yeah, that'd be me.
And they have not really got the political will to put people in front of profits. It's almost, I don't understand how you can sort of put your similarities to Thatcher forward as a positive in this political, well, in this time, you know what I mean? I thought that she was very much consigned to the history books.
Why do you think they maybe haven't prioritised the climate crisis in recent years?
The obvious thing that sticks out to me is because like the Conservative government especially look out for businesses and business owners, and for them tackling the climate crisis costs money and they don't want to do that. They want to earn as much money as possible, so that's the obvious answer.
What would you want Liz Truss to do in her first week in office?
To be honest, they need to address the living crisis. They need to address the bills and so on. I mean, I think I've read something the other day that said even people who earn 40k will need help with their bills, and a graduate is lucky if he gets 25k, and a lot of people live on very like retail jobs and so on. Do you think they made 20k? I worked in retail and getting 17,000 was like, wow, I made it. And imagine someone who's earning 18, 20,000 paying 4,000 pounds in bills. I mean, where the hell are they going to get that money from?